Today I'm going to show you how I very quickly created a free trading robot portfolio without any programming, and I actually received 30k allocation in Darwinex Zero when I traded this for the first couple of months. I will also show you where you can get many strategies for free, so you just need to pick ones that you want to trade and set them trading in the same manner. And this process really will be so quick and easy that even a complete beginner will be able to follow it very quickly. Before I continue though, I'd just like to say, if you're watching our videos a lot, it really does mean a lot to us if you could subscribe. Many of our regular viewers haven't actually subscribed, and so if you could please check, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe if you'd like to do so. It costs you nothing and it really does mean a lot to us. So I'll just show the Darwinex Zero here. So this is the account. This is our Darwinex Zero. It's quite a new account. You can see it's been trading for 1610, so just basically 2 months. Had a little bit of a drawdown and then it's come up nicely. It's very early days. It's doing okay and it's received allocation, and so hopefully longer term it will receive more allocation, but still it's great to get some allocation right at the start. We're very early on anyway. And the platform it gives you a breakdown of your strategy analysis, gives you correlation with others and stuff like that, so you can have a look. But really we're just looking here at the allocation, and we're looking at the ranking as well. So current rating, you can see it's just there, but if it stays, so we're nearing the end of the month again, so if it stays above 75, it's guaranteed another 30,000 euros of allocation. So it's going to trade this 30,000 euros for 3 months, and any profits it makes on those 3 months, we're going to take 15%. But if it gets another 30,000, then next month I'll actually be trading 60,000 euros and I'll take 15% of that for that month. But it's paid every 3 months. And so to compete on this platform, I created a portfolio of robots, as I said, and I'll show you how I really quickly and easily achieved this. Basically 3 steps were performed. 1, download the free collections that are available in Algo trading space. These are collections of strategies that we constantly update and revalidate, so we keep them robust. 2, I read these collections of strategies into EA Studio and use that to select the ones I like the look of the most. So I just run a few robustness tests and make sure I like the look of that strategy. 3, very simple, use EA Studio to hit the export button to MT4, MT5. And no coding needed. There's an expert advisor ready to just drag on to MetaTrader, and then I set the lot size to the smallest lot size. I keep the risk simple, and I'll explain this as I go, but basically just set it to the smallest lot size. Do this for several EAs to create a portfolio, and let the Darwinex engine to set the risk for you, and I'll explain that as I go. So let's move to the computer and take a look at step 1, which is download the collections. So I'm on the Algo Trading Space website here. If I click get started, because I've logged into my account, it's going to come to this page. If you haven't created an account, if you click that button, I'll ask you to register, which is free, and then you'll be able to access this section. Go to the freebies, go to the collections, and here you can see there's lots of collections here that are for different assets, different time frames that we can download and have a look in EA Studio. And so I tend to favor USD JPY is lucky for me, so I'm just going to use that. But I downloaded loads for my portfolio. I'm trading 10 expert advisors on different assets and time frames. See if there's maybe a smaller time frame down. Yeah, there is. Okay, let's use M5, I think. Okay, and so I did this for many. I'm just going to use these 2 just now to show an example, and then that's then downloaded. So step 2, review the strategies in EA Studio. So let's have a look at that. So I've got EA Studio open here. Let's import the M5. So I've imported these collections. Now that's the stats that have come out of, I think it would be ExpressGen usually, that has generated these, which is similar to EA Studio. I won't go into that in this video. That doesn't look as good. Let's click this. Now it's recalculated because it's done it according to the data I've set up, which is just 80,000 bars here. It's about a year for M5. You can see it's pretty much exactly a year. And so we've got a year's data. Let's first test. I just want to see how it goes on Darwinex. Excellent. So I really like it when it's very similar on a couple of different brokers, at least certainly the one it was generated on and the one I intend to trade on, which is Darwinex. So that's an excellent sign. So that's a tick. Looking at it, take profit and stop loss are similar size. I do tend to like that they're not too far apart, and we've got a simple kind of looking strategy. 1 exit, 3 entries. Yeah, it's not over complex. that passes that check too. I'll run the Monte Carlo. There's loads of different ways to do robustness tests, but let's run the Monte Carlo. I'll just use the randomized indicator parameters, and I'm just looking for it to be profitable over that year with a bunch of different kind of changes to the strategy parameters. 18 out of 20, you can see it looks okay. You can run this several times, it's totally random. 18 again, 17. Yeah, it's looking like mostly you can make some changes to it, and it's seemingly at least profitable, so that's kind of good. You know, you can check on different markets. I often like just checking on the correlated market, so AUD JPY should be, although CAD JPY, USD JPY, CAD JPY, let's go there. That's not done too well. It's done really well on CHF JPY, interestingly, so that's nice. It gets a nice tick, even if it just gets on one other market, that's actually pretty good, so I'm happy there. Another time frame, maybe you can do that check. Not too good, but it's actually still somehow come out profitable, even though it's not really developed for that time frame. So this ticks the box perfectly, and I'm going, yeah, okay, this looks worth trading. So depending on my platform, I'm going to use MT5, save that, and that's ready to go. So as we all know, we can just drag that onto a MetaTrader chart and set the smallest lot size. So I'll explain that now. So basically, we're going to take that EA, and we're going to drag it onto the appropriate chart and set the slot size to the smallest slot size, which is 0.01. And we're going to do that. We're going to repeat that process I did for 10 EAs. So I looked at different time frames, different assets, and got 10 different strategies on different time frames and assets. So I had some diversity in my portfolio. What I'm doing here is the concept of this whole strategy creation thing is not perfection, but it's minimum time and effort spent for maximum output. Okay, it's simplicity. And the big benefit here with Darwinex Zero is usually risk setting is a massive part of the whole process. It's, I would say, almost the biggest part, really. And in this case, it's very simple. Just set it to 0.01. And so we save ourselves a lot of time. And Darwinex lets us do this because it has its own internal risk engine. And when it ranks you against other traders, it's really looking at your reward to risk ratio. And so we're all trading a 100,000 account, but if you've got one trader who's set a pretty high lot size and his account goes down 5% and then up 10% in a couple of months, well, he's got a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. If you take those same strategies and run them with a very small lot size, and it goes up, goes down 0.5% and up 1%, the Darwinex risk engine is still going to equate those strategies to be similar, because it's the return to drawdown that's important. And so it means just let it handle it. Just let it handle it. It will equivalence it. It will kind of set your risk according to the sizes it sees, and it will come out at the end. So you kind of get to avoid going, I don't want to blow the account, so I'll all these things that we normally need to deal with. It makes it really nice and easy to just put them on and focus on looking for robust strategies rather than setting risks. So I think that's really nice part of Darwinex. And by the way, if you like this content, then it really is appreciated if you can hit the like button for YouTube. This helps more traders find our videos, and we always like being appreciated, of course. So there we go. A very simple system, well suited to this great platform, which is Darwinex Zero. We get the computer to do most of the work and focus on finding robust strategies. And when I say that first step of downloading the collections, before that, we're running ExpressGen or EA Studio and getting it to generate strategies. And we're not really doing much work. We're just setting up and hitting run, and the computer's doing all the work there to find robust strategies. And then we just, as I said, we have a look at them. We pick the ones we like the look of and think are robust and have statistics that we would like to trade. And then we just set it trading with the smallest lot size and put together a few symbols and time frames to get a bit of a diverse portfolio, and let the Darwinex Zero platform handle all the risk setting, which is great. Also, if you're interested, check out this video that provides a free expert advisor for trading gold. Bye for now, and happy trading.